All right, let's continue and then finish our work with tables here. And to do this, we're going to once again add some content to the table we've kind of got working, that we've been working with here in the last couple of modules. We are also going to combine cells, we're going to split cells, we're going to split the entire table. So just more table manipulation that may come in handy as you're building Word documents here. So first we'll just kind of go over some things that we've done, kind of review some topics. We will add what will end up being a title for this table, and we'll do so. We decide that we're going to call this table just very simply Teams of the AFC. So we can just set our insertion point, look at our table tools, go to layout, and as we just have seen, we can just insert a row above, set our insertion point, and type in something like that. Now, let's say we want to make that text bigger, bolder, because it's going to be the title, and we go to the Home tab, and we do that. So we change it to 16-point font, for example. Well, it's going to look like that. Well, what can you do if that's the case? I want this text to actually spill across all of these rows and not make this first row a lot bigger than it is right now. So let's do this. First, I'm going to undo what I just did, and then we will combine a couple of cells in our table. The first job here, as I perform this operation, is that I'm going to select the cells that I want to combine. So in this case, I'm going to drag my mouse across to the left edge of one of the cells, and the mouse pointer is going to change. It's going to change into that little, to change direction, it's going to change into a smaller pointer, and then I'm going to click and drag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to combine these three cells into one cell. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to the Layout tab in my Table Tools, and then I will merge cells. So in the Merge section here, I click there, and I just merged cells in a table. So now I've got some more space. I can go to the Home tab and try this text operation one more time, and there we go. I've just cleared out some space so I can create a title for my table. Can we do the opposite of this? Well, absolutely we can. So let's say, for example, I want to add a column. I decide that I'm going to add something. Let's insert a column to the left here, and this column is going to end up being wins and losses. Well, I can do this for just a cell. I can select the entire column, again waiting until the mouse turns into that little pointer. I can select all of the cells at once, and then I can split these cells. So the number of columns, number of rows, again, number of columns here will be 2, number of rows 1, 2, 3, 4, and then click on OK. So there we go. Now I can do something like W, tab over, my autocorrect thing, undo that a couple times, and L, and there we go. So once again, as you're splitting cells, you can split either a single cell or an entire column at a time. Finally, and we'll just stay right here in this merge grouping on the Layout tab, we can also split the entire table. If we're building a table, we decide, you know what, after this line, let's just go ahead and break things off, and it's best to create a new table. Maybe you have some NFC teams. You decide, you know, rather than just football teams, I'll split it up between AFC, NFC teams. Again, set the insertion point, and what happens when I click on Split Table? Split the table into 2 lines. A selected row will become the first row of the new table. So if I leave it there, that'll become the first row. If I select the row with the Jets, Colts, Ravens, and click on Split Table, there we go. There is our new table. You also might notice that when you perform this operation, your insertion point becomes just below the cells that you've split off to make the new table. So if you want to go back and do your formatting and do your design again, you have to just select somewhere in that second table that you've created and then go back to your design tools.